Okay, hey everybody, this is Grace. And Adam had asked me if I'd go out and get some more of this chicken and dumplings we had. I didn't have, from Dairy Queen today. I went and to Dairy Queen. It was just such a mess. I was going to one other place. Such a mess. I'm like, okay, I've had 2 days in a row of just bad things. I mean, negative situations happening, not bad, but negative. And like today mine was, what is something trying to get me to stop going to try to get something to eat? I just didn't feel like eating anything at home, which is what we usually do, even though my videos might not say so. But it was like one thing after another today. I just decided, I never usually do this, go for lunch somewhere else, and it was one place after another. Things were happening, like blowers, those blowers that lawn people use, couldn't hear. And oh my god, now if you can see it whenever I put a visual effect right now, this time Dad wanted me to go back, this time it's these bicyclists. Oh my goodness, they go like 15 miles per hour, and I was going to go this other direction, but hey, these people are going 15 miles per hour. If there's some of them on that road, which it often is that case during especially rush hour and on Saturdays, when people are trying to go places, these people are on their bicycles, and yeah, they're making it harsh for everybody. Making it more difficult for people to go out and have a good day, a good evening, or a good whatever, because their bicycling is more important. Okay, and in case you're wondering, was I being sarcastic? What do you think? Oh, but it can get bad, seriously. The people around here do it on their bicycles, and they have a bicycle trail, by the way. Just for the record, a bicycle trail. No, they're not going to do that. No. We all have to pay for whatever they want to do. That's just how it is. Wrong. No, they actually had one whole section blocked off for them one weekend recently, and I was like, seriously? I had to go so many miles around in a circle, way off back, and to get back home one day because of it. And I was like, my goodness, they're running the show out here. Anyway, expect these kinds of videos from me from now on, or not maybe now on, but you know what I'm saying. More often. And no, you little bicycle person, oh my goodness, there's a whole bunch of them right there. That's where they wound up. You're not going to run out in front of me. I actually had one of them that did that, and their partners came in. I mean, I was in the right, like this, I would have been in the right. Yes, they were wrong, but they surrounded me, a woman by herself, and these guys, because their friend ran in front of me. The rest of them were the flying monkeys. And that one was like some would say, the narcissist, or narcissistic behavior, not diagnostic, but that they're first, they're most important. And it was on a back road, and kind of a back road. It's just a neighborhood road, but a main one. And they did that, and the other one surrounded me too, and back, one on the passenger side, and then that one was in front of me, and they surrounded me on purpose. And I started videoing it, and so they decided they were going to start videoing it. I called the police. I don't know if they did, but I did. I said, look, something needs to be done about these people on these bicycles. And I called the police and told them what happened. Like I said, I told them that these people on these bicycles, they said, don't worry, man, we're going to go after them. We're going to go find out why they're doing this, because they shouldn't be doing that. So, because it was a bunch of guys, and I'm female, and no matter what it was, if I was male, no matter what, you don't do that, but they did. So anyway, yeah, I just changed my way of direction I was going to go and all that because of it. And both in driving, which direction I was going to go to this place, this Dairy Queen, and my whole topic because of it. But yeah, that's what I was talking about. Adam liked these. Oh my goodness, all these bicycle people are behind me. I'm not kidding. Oh my goodness. This is what scared me, because they started talking. Oh my goodness. What, do y'all think y'all gonna get squeezed beside me or something? Oh man, it's been a day. Yeah. Anyway, so what was I talking about? See, that distracted me totally. And Mr. Don't get in front of me and let them catch up, and I don't think they can catch up. They can only drive. This is what, 35, 40 the street, and they're doing 15 on this main street at 7 o'clock, which is still rush hour traffic. Yeah, but you never know. So anyway, maybe that's supposed to be the theme of this video. Because all I was doing, I was just gonna do some chit chat kind of thing. This is what the last 2 days have been like for me. Seriously, my life is like this. People call my life a jinx life. People have said that. That's not a good thing to say to somebody, really. But these are people who, at the same token, these are people who have seen it, have actually been with me, and they say, how can these things happen to you? And they're not exaggerating, I mean, blowing it up or anything. They just see, well, wow, one thing after another happens. Or they will even say it and notice and bring it up. So this is my life. Seriously. Sometimes this is just how it is. Because the past 2 days, it's been one thing after another. And that was one of the things I was going to talk about. Was yesterday I did a video, which was at Sprouts. And now, it was not Sprouts' fault or anything like that. But the people in it were just my normal and the normal around me. And I really do wonder what it is about me that, I'm not blaming the victim, but I seem to attract people. Seriously, they want to be right there by my side. And it doesn't matter the age, the gender, it doesn't matter anything. Ethnic group, nothing. It's not always the same. It varies. So it's not a male chasing a female thing or anything like that. It's just, and like I said, any age. But people want to be right there glued to me. This is Texas. I'm Texan. I'm used to my wide open spaces. I don't like people crowding me. What the heck was that noise? Did you hear it? Like a man's voice all of a sudden came through the radio board. Something. Anyway, I just don't like that. That's just wrong. I don't like people crowding. But they do. Really, why do people need to be so close to me? I am not an attractive woman or, something that some might say, maybe you're attractive or maybe you're this or maybe you're that. I don't want to blame myself, but really, I'm not to blame. There's something weird about this. Really something weird about it. Because I look around and say, is anybody else here having this problem? Nope. Just me. I'm the chosen one for people to annoy the heck out of. Yeah. Okay, now that was what happened again. It's nothing unusual yesterday. But at the Sprouts that I was in. And then after that, I made a video about it. I went right across from there and went to a store, and it was, oh my goodness. I was like, what? Am I on candy camera? Seriously? Or something like being punked or something? The people that worked there, it was a woman that worked there. It was just, she was so rude. Unbelievably rude. You guys are not going to believe this, but I opened up my window and somebody is blowing something around here. What is my day today? It's like a theme. That one was around, I'm zipping my purse here in case you wonder, but it was around 2 o'clock or something, or it was a late lunch because it was just like 3 things in a row. I went to 3 or 4 places, 3 in a row. Things were happening, and oh my goodness, and people were blowing everywhere I went. This happens to me quite often too. Okay, but anyway, I'm not a person to believe in anything mystical or magical about these kinds of things, nothing like that. But yeah, it's weird that my life goes in themes like this, and I have these, it's like the themes on each day. Usually my life goes in a theme overall, like this theme for a month or so, and then another one comes up. Sometimes more than one at a time, but today and yesterday it was like a theme of going to, yesterday, I already said what it was yesterday. I don't need to repeat myself, but I'm like, come on, something needs to break here on that. And why don't good things happen? You know, things that are good things. Really, I'm not a person to believe in anything mystical, magical. Like, you know, some people might say, oh, this is after you, or you've done this wrong, and bad karma's after you. There's nothing I've done wrong that bad karma would be after me. Yeah. Okay. Had to pause there for a second. Boy, allergies are bad now. We haven't, this is north central Texas, just north of Dallas, and we haven't had rain in I don't know how long. We actually broke a record for the hottest and the driest, both hottest and driest September. This is October now, but it was September in history, recorded history. Okay, now I know other places have broken records, not broken records, but broken records. But they have lately too. I mean, come on, global warming and climate change and all that. It's true. I've never doubted it. It is true. I don't know. Some people have really seriously doubted it. Really seriously. But both of them. But anyway, it happens. It does. And to break records, it's just, yeah. Last year, it was September 28th. I remember. Now this is Texas. We're usually warm, and we used to joke. I used to joke and say, we have 2 seasons, summer and 1 day of winter, and that's it, or 2 seasons. But last time it was 6 months. It started September 28th. I think that was the day it dropped at like 40, 50, I don't know how many degrees. Just a couple of days ago it dropped 35 degrees suddenly. Yeah, we knew it was going to happen from the 90s into the 50s. But that back a year ago, that's when it did. And we had the worst winter type weather for us. I'm not saying winter type weather for anybody else, but for us, it went on for 6 or so months, 6+ months maybe. We're hoping we don't have that again this year. But anyway, y'all are just going with me for a ride, and I don't know. I might try to remember not to put any visual effects so you can see how nice, I'm saying something good, yay, how nice it is, the twilight. Yeah. You know, I did not know I really never paid attention to what twilight meant until recently. Seriously, I did not. Okay, have you ever paid attention to what twilight means? This is stream of consciousness, that's what I mean. There'll be more. There will be a lot more. But have you ever thought about what time of the day is twilight? Really, the only reason I looked, like I was saying, the only reason I really started thinking about it was because I looked it up online, because I have wild, feral rabbits, feral animals that come and eat outside of our house, outside of our patio we just had built. They come and eat, and they can't get inside the patio because it's enclosed. But I found out that rabbits sleep, is what I read somewhere. I don't know how true this is. It was just, looked it up, and they said rabbits sleep during twilight, twilight hours or something like that. And I'm like, what is twilight? I would think sun up, sun down, so they sleep all night, but it wasn't saying that. It was, seriously, does that mean they sleep when? Okay, what time? Yeah. Is it just during twilight, or is it during the whole, from twilight to twilight? It just said twilight, I think is what it said. What time exactly, when would that be? Morning, sundown, sun up, just during that, while that's happening, or what? You see how somewhat stream of consciousness goes on? Okay, I don't know why that switched to that, like that, but hopefully it fixed itself. I turned it off and on, so anyway, maybe it fixed. I don't know. Now it's kind of looking blurry. But anyway, this is how stream of consciousness goes. I have done in the past on different channels, whatever channel I felt like at the time. but I would do stream of consciousness, sort of, because I have to pause or turn it off and turn it back on every once in a while, because I've lost footage too much like that without doing that anyway, or I have these allergies, that's what I was talking about. But I usually sometimes have a topic, and I can just do it, go stream of consciousness, go with the flow, and stuff. I prefer that, even though they wind up being longer videos. But I just did a video earlier today, I don't know what channel I put it on, but it was about how I stopped myself from making longer videos. And why do I do that? Why do I push myself? And that was what the video was about, was why am I doing this stuff to myself? This time in my life right now, I can do what I want to do. I don't have a boss or anything like that. And I'm being my boss. I'm being a mean boss to myself. And limiting myself on what I really want to do. And how I want to do it. When I want to do it. Yeah, I can make videos all day. But I limit myself. For a long while, I limit myself to videos under 3 minutes, only one per day. Lightened up, only on one channel, and F then. Seriously, you can be your own worst boss, your own worst enemy. Yep. But I'm going to try to stop doing that, because I have realized lately that one of the reasons I'm feeling kind of like, it's, like, I don't know if you'd say anxiety or anxious or whatever it is that I feel like have to hurry up and wait. Okay, I can only make this video today. I have to wait all the way till tomorrow before I can make another one. And I can only make it such a small length. And my heart started beating faster because I always felt like I was in hurry up and wait mode. Seriously. And not good. And to put that much pressure on myself, seriously, I put so much pressure on myself to not do what I want to do. What was wrong? What's been wrong with me? No need for anybody to be all of a sudden they had their great wisdom and their sage advice. That irritates me like you wouldn't believe. Seriously, that person doesn't have their blinker on, but their lights not very safe. Yeah, like I want to turn right here, but would that be safe? Because there might be somebody coming up without their lights on. I don't know why this person's not going. Yeah, you made me have to wait because you took your time. And after all this time in my life, I finally looked up a word that I've heard people say that I was even mispronouncing, but for something like that, it's called stragglers. I'd always heard people call it scragglers. I don't know, maybe it's both, I don't know, it depends on where you live. But when I first heard it, probably, I don't know when, it was not all that many years ago. Well, maybe 10, 20 years ago. I don't know. Maybe I never paid attention to before when people said it, but it just sounded so wrong. Just the word itself, stragglers or scragglers or whatever. People are just taking their time, and there you are sitting there waiting to turn, and they're just taking their time. Oh, wow, I just went all over the place in this video. Now, I'm saying all this, and I did all this, but I could tell you, if a person was looking right at me, if I had me on the video, it wouldn't be bad. I've seen this, I've done this myself too, to do this. But if it's like this, people will say, oh, you're all over the place, and you're this and you're that. They make negative, they can, some people do. And, not very often, but yeah. But I've tested it before. And and with me on camera, or just anybody else, they can do something like this stream of consciousness, go with the flow, and it doesn't seem bad at all if their face is on it. If you can see a face, you can see the mouth moving, okay, that's how people talk. They're just talking to a video, but if you don't have your face, oh, it's wrong, it's bad, I can't follow you. But like I said, it doesn't happen all that often, but it has happened. Anyway, you know what, I think I'm going to wrap this one up. Speaking of that.